My name is Mr. Fionte. It's like way too many. Anything having to do with art, or reading, or cooking, or the beach. Yeah, all that stuff. I don't know. I actually don't like the sand, but I like the ocean. I just kind of like the vast expanse of nothingness. Well, actually, teaching was sort of my first thing, or fine art, painting, illustration, that kind of stuff. And then I got into photography as a hobby. And then when I switched schools from Lawrence to Wilmington, they asked if I'd be interested in teaching photography. And I said that I would. And so since coming to Wilmington, I've actually become much more interested in photography. And been practicing it on my own as a means of being a better photography teacher. And since then, that's sort of taken off on its own. I went to Andover High School for high school, and then I went to the School of the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, which is affiliated with Tufts University, and then I went back to Tufts University for grad school. So the past couple of years, I've traveled both summers. I went to Scotland, not this past summer, but the previous summer, and that was amazing, and I would totally move there if I could. And then this summer I went to Spain, and it was way better than I thought it was going to be. So those are my two most recent places, but I've been to about 8 countries. We went to the northern part of Spain along the Atlantic coast, the Basque Country primarily, and then Galicia, which is north of Portugal. That's a really tough question. I think I kind of like everything equally. Landscapes are probably my favorite, just because it's entirely peaceful and I can do my own thing. I don't have to worry about what the person's doing. I don't have to tell them what to do if they get nervous, but I also really like working with people. I don't fail. I mean, mostly my lack of clothing, or not lack of clothing, but lack of dress, I think is kind of a thing. And I just kind of continue to be me and don't worry about what people think about me, I guess. When I first started teaching, I worked in Lawrence, and Lawrence has massive disciplinary issues. And rather than let the kids frustrate me and then kind of come back at them really hard, I realized that the way to gain respect was to respect them and to really not worry about things, because it's not your fault. Most people's problems stem from their home life, and so you have to kind of be understanding of them, and as soon as you understand that, people calm down. So I would say it was disciplinary issues when I first started teaching, and now it's in learning how to handle that. As a painter, Andrew Wyeth and Edward Hopper were probably my biggest influences. And photography is so pervasive that I kind of get influence from all over the place. I have an entire list of people there. But I think there's a guy named Paul Gallagher who actually met in Scotland, who was a very big influence on me, because he's not super well known and he's taught me a lot of really interesting stuff. My favorite camera to use is a Nikon D750, which is a full frame camera, and that's what I use for most of my work, landscape and event photography. There are some other really neat cameras out there that I've used a couple times, but I don't have a ton of experience with them. The fact that it's full frame allows me to capture more accurate color and tone depth, so it just has a really, really nice sensor in it. It's very versatile, it's very rugged. It's a little bit on the big side, but I kind of prefer that because of the ergonomics of the grip, so pretty much everything about it. Well, my wife is pregnant right now, so I'll have a kid, which is cool. Maybe 2 kids by then. And if I'm still teaching, that would be awesome, but if I'm not teaching and I'm just taking care of kids and being a photographer, that's also another possibility. So we've kind of talked about that, so that's a possibility.